Hello, 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 my dear Leos, Sun and Moon Rising, male or females. I'm Maria the Clairvoyant, and I'm doing a general reading for the month of May 2017. Um, this message might not be for all of you Leos, so please be aware of that. This is a general reading. If you would like to have a private reading, please go to my website, mariadeclarvoyant.com, as it says right here. And in addition to that, I also want to let you guys know that my plans were to do a couple of videos for meditation videos to heal our spirit, soul, mind, body, and soul. But I haven't been able to do that because I had a tragedy happen the first week of April, which my brother's passing. I want to share it with you because I thank you for all the people that subscribe and have liked my videos. I thank you very much, and I feel like you're like a family to me. And I need to release this so you guys know if there are times that you hear my voice sounding a little weak, is because I'm still fresh into this whole situation. So and I also want to do a couple of things for people that pass away. I have been doing a lot of extensive meditation and inner peace and inner healing, and also in also I have been doing like a meditation, linking meditation, his soul with my soul, because of personal issues that we had. But I would like to help some other people in that area, and that's why I want to do this type of meditations. With them, I want to let you guys know that Leo, the foundation of your card is the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles is the type of card in this reading, a specific tarot that I'm reading, which is the tarot of romantic tarot. It means that no matter how many times you try to have a relationship, you're gonna fail. Why? Because when the right person comes along, you don't appreciate it. And when the wrong person comes along, that's the one that you want to be in. You want to be with. It's time for you to realize that this type of relationship doesn't go nowhere. Okay? I feel that some of you, Leo, either women or men, because I'm not specifically saying who. If you are into that scenario of liking people because of how they look, you're never gonna be happy. This will happen to you, and you will fail again and again and again and again. Okay. Um, your foundation. You start the reading with the King of Cups. Okay. With the Queen of Cups, to me, is a very arrogant man. It's a person that probably thinks that he deserves everything, and not necessarily. Okay, the King of Cups, your experience, you're not a child. Your experience of what life has brought up to you at this time. If this is not you, this you or might be dealing. If it's a woman, you're dealing with you're definitely dealing with a water sign. It doesn't matter if you're a man or woman. Water sign means Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. I feel that this, you see, and what crosses you is the Four of Cups. So again, the Four of Cups is just this relationship that you're in is just based on pleasure. And I think that, Leo, if you continue to have your relationships based on pleasure, you're never gonna go nowhere in anywhere that you want to go. What crowns you is the Ten of Cups. Again, the Cancer person, that Scorpio person that you're involved with. And this is telling me this card this will represent pleasure. This is a person that you cannot reach. This can mean that either if you are here, Leo, this person is here. So if you're here, you might be a married woman if you're a woman. If you're a man and you're up here and the woman is up here, that means you're a married man. Whoever you're dealing with has to do with some kind of barrier going on, and it's not free, basically. And you're probably here having your good time if you are here, Leo, and the other person is over here, but this person is not reachable to you. Okay. In the past, you were very aggressive, or you are a very aggressive person. This is represented by the Knave of Swords. If this is who you are, you need to change your aggressiveness, because what happens with people with that aggressiveness, they stay alone. The foundations of your card, of the overall reading in this cards on this side, is that you're by yourself and you're thinking of what could have could you have done. This, you have a major arcana here and here, which means the Hermit, solitude. How can you get to the path of love if you think to be aggressive, if you're choosing the wrong woman? I feel that in order for you to break this cycle, because you will never break it by yourself unless you look for help. It looks like you would like to get help with the highest priest. You have it right here, but it seems to me that you're not doing any effort to contact that higher priest, and and that's the reason why your relationships will always be the same. And again, it continues to show me the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Cups. This person. If this was a good person to you, this person is a very loving person. However, if this is that person that is not for you, or is already taken, this is a betrayal going on. You might want this person because of her looks. Maybe it has certain looks that you were looking for in a woman. Maybe she has a perfect body. Maybe she has, or the man. At this point, this gotta be a woman. This is the man, but this could be sexless. It's sexless. So this could be a man, and you fell for it. You fell for the outside of the person, not the inside, and you got to find out that this person is taken because of the Ten of Swords. Of Wands. And this is a completion. You got two tens here. This is a completion. You need to break this scenario that you have, Leo, because at this point, if we go into the overall foundation about you being with this person, this is in your house, okay? This means this is yourself in love with this person. This is your house. You're either gonna bump into them, or they're gonna bump into you. Because it's your house, they could go ahead and contact you probably. But because the next card for the foundation is like someone is watching your relationship with this person. See, I feel like this is the Nine of Pentacles. It's like someone is watching. There's shadows. It's like, oh, somebody's looking at what you're doing with this woman or this man. So be very careful, because if you're the man, Leo, you can be in a tragedy, a scenario with the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is a broken heart. So either you are broken heart because of the love of this person, or it could be a tragedy, an actual tragedy, if the man was to find out, or the woman was to find out that you are involved in this three people relationship. Here, you're waiting for this person to show up, but deep inside that this person is not going to show up with the Seven of Swords. Okay, the Seven of Swords means deception, and it's not going to happen. If this was up here or in any other area, but this is in the hopes and fears, which is you're hoping that this person is going to get to you, but it's not going to happen. So whatever the situation is, Leo, please open your eyes, because there's too many tragedies going on at this time in the world, wherever your location is, and nobody's safe from anyone anymore. So, I just hear the news, a lot of tragedy going on about couples and relationships, and people don't like to be betrayed. So if you did that betray, you find out that this person is with somebody else, walk away. If this is you taking the step to love and you want to take the right step, walk away, because it's not worth it. You see? And over here, the Six of Cups is telling you, you're sad. You're sad. But you know what? Everything happens for a reason. I think that before you decide to get involved in any other relationship, you need to heal yourself and approach the right people, and then stop looking for people for how they look, and just look at their heart before you look at their body. And I did that to another sign previously. I think it was a Scorpio. It's another sign that does that. And maybe you're dealing with a Scorpio. They look at they do things and they don't look for the person's heart. They just go for it and they just, without any questions. And then when they realize they lost it all. I took some cards from the Gypsy Oracle cards. And the main foundation for this card for you, Leos, I got this falseness. To me, this is telling you right away that this whole scenario, this whole relationship that you're in, I give it about 2 months before this breaks up. 2 more months, because so the near future I have the higher priest. So maybe May and June, or June and July, whatever situation you're in is gonna be open. It's gonna come to the truth. Will come. And now you're thinking about it. You're gonna think about it after this whole thing happens. What did I do? You are also gonna be celebrating some kind of party going on. Everything is not that bad, and you had a person that you treated her like a servant, and this person was faithful and useful to you. And I feel that you only use that person because of money. Okay, Leo. So what happens is that when we use other people, what goes around comes around. I'm a strong believer of that. So no matter who they are, we have to balance the feelings of the other person. And if we don't have any good intentions, walk away and stop using people for your own sexual needs or whatever the reason is. If your intentions are not good with a person, Leos, walk away. Women or men or women, I don't care who you are, because at the end, what could happen to you, it could be 3 times harder to what you did to the other person. The universe tends to bring back what you did to the other person. If that other person didn't do any damage to you, the first thing that minute that you knew you didn't have any good intentions, you should walk away and don't use people. Because at the end, especially nowadays, not knowing people, how they think, how they are, who they are, they could be your neighbor and they will stab you in a minute for a penny lost or whatever. So to me, I am very spiritual, and this is who I am. I help you as much as I can. I'm the type of person that if my help is no need to you, I walk away. I do believe in a balanced life. If you give, you receive, and if you don't receive, if you don't give, then don't expect to receive anything. And don't use people's feelings, because I feel that you are eventually going to pay for it. So my suggestion is, if you don't have good intentions with someone that comes into your path, sometimes God put people into your path and is testing you. It's giving you the test of love, and you choose not to love that person. That's okay. But you should say, walk away right away. Don't expect 1 year, 1 month, 3 months to go by and it's still putting that person's hope high. Because the same way you put the person's hopes high, that's the same way they're going to lie to you left and right. Because it will come back to you, and will come back to all of you. The reason why I'm talking about this, Leo, a lot, is because of the Trinity, the Three of Swords. And I feel that some of you are involved in a love triangle. I'm a strong believer that love triangles 90% of times never work. Okay, there's that 1% that end up divorcing the other person, and sometimes, in many times, I'm not gonna say 100 times, but many times, there has been most times is someone end up getting hurt because one person doesn't want to let go and the other person doesn't want to be seen as the fool. So you know what, Leo? I feel that I gave you enough knowledge about this relationship. So please be aware of what comes. And my last message for you is from the Ascended Masters. This is the message that comes from the big masters of the universe. And I got from you King Solomon, priorities. Okay? Can you see it? And this says, devote time to your highest priorities, even if it means getting to bed early or later. This is a wonderful time to work on projects that are near and dear to your heart. Even if you are confused about how to approach the project of your fear, whether you will be able to accomplish your dream, do it anyway. You will feel elated by the time and energy you invest into your true priorities, because your inner self will feel loved and well cared for. As you invest in your priorities, you are investing in yourself. Additional meaning of this card: let go of procrastination or perfectionism. Break your major goals into baby steps and take one step at a time. Revamp your schedule so that you devote regular time to your priorities. Be assertive to saying no to anything that diverts from your path. Again, see, what I just finished telling you is almost the same thing. First of all, you're procrastinating. You cannot just say to a person, "Oh, next year, next month, next." No, when divine timing gives you something, that's when you have to take advantage of it, because that person, if this is a love relationship, because I feel this is a love relationship and a love message, that person might not ever come back. Also, you are not a perfect being. We are, God created us perfect, but we created our soul imperfect. So don't expect someone to be perfect, because you're not. And make sure that you take a baby step, like basically saying take one step at a time. When you meet somebody, get to know that person, and get to know each other, because what happens is that you rush into just having that person in bed, and what happens is you don't know the rest of the story. So you know what, take everything you do a step at a time. The same way you cannot take 100 college courses, or you cannot go to work and do 100 hours in one day. The most that you could do is probably 12. I mean, if some people could do more than that, God bless them, but in reality the body can only take so much. So schedule everything within time. And if you are looking for a relationship, look if schedule, put a little bit of time to that person, because what's going to happen is that that person will not come back to you if you mistreated her or him. So I, like I said, in this card that is your overall, you're gonna fail again in this situation and the next one. Not that I'm being negative about it, but if you don't work in your inner self and your spirit and who you are, your character, some of you Leos will never have a relationship. And but I'm sure that deep inside you, a lot of you are looking for love. Okay, for the Leos that I know, they're deep inside, they're looking for love. But you know what? They're approaching it the wrong way. And it's not about who they are. It's about the person that God put you in your path. And you know what? If you don't appreciate them, let them go. Okay, Leos? I think that this message was excellent. If it wasn't, let me know. Um, I guess you decide what you're gonna do. You take it or leave it. If 2 months from now my reading was correct, I just expect no tragedies at this point. Feel free to have a reading with me, one-on-one, and I hope you love and light. All is well. Maria the Clairvoyant. And I see you guys next month. You hear from me in my next sign. Okay, so take care. And like I said, love, donate if you can, and I appreciate you all the subscriptions that I have. Thank you very much, and have a blessed day. Bye. Namaste.